Today, I have a special treat for you. I'm going to tell you about a place that is so haunted, so cursed, and so terrifying that it is closed to the public and guarded by the police. A place that has been called the evilest place on earth by none other than the famous demonologists Ed and Lorraine Warren. A place that is known as Dudleytown, Connecticut, or the Village of the Damned. Are you ready to enter this forbidden zone? Then buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride. Dudleytown was never an actual town, but a name given to a portion of Cornwall that included several members of the Dudley family. The Dudleys were descendants of English noblemen who were beheaded for treason in the 16th century. Some believe that this started the curse that followed them to America. The first Dudleys arrived in Connecticut in the early 1740s and settled in a valley surrounded by mountains. They were joined by other families, and soon a small community was formed. But Dudleytown was not a happy place. The land was poor for farming, and the isolation made it difficult to trade with other towns. The villagers suffered from diseases, crop failures, animal attacks, and fires. Many of them went insane, committed suicide, or disappeared without a trace. Some of the tragic stories include Abel Dudley, who lost his wife and 4 children to illness and became a recluse in his cabin until he died. Gideon Dudley, who was killed by lightning while working in his field. William Tanner, who murdered his wife in a fit of madness and then hanged himself. John Brophy, who returned from the Civil War to find his wife and children missing and his house burned down. Horace Greeley, the famous newspaper editor, who visited his cousin in Dudleytown and lost his wife to typhoid fever shortly after. Dr. William Clark, who bought the last remaining house in Dudleytown in 1920 and killed his wife and himself in a murder-suicide. But wait, there's more. By the mid-19th century, most of the villagers had left Dudleytown for better opportunities elsewhere. The land was bought by a group of philanthropists in 1924, who reforested the area and turned it into a private land trust. They named it Dark Entry Forest, after the dark shadows cast by the mountains. The only remnants of Dudleytown are some cellar holes and stone walls hidden in the woods. But that's not all. Since the 1980s, rumors of ghost activity have spread among thrill seekers and paranormal investigators. Some claim to have seen apparitions, heard voices, felt cold spots, or experienced electrical malfunctions in Dudleytown. Others report feeling depressed, anxious, or nauseous after visiting the place. Some even say that they have been attacked by unseen forces or possessed by evil spirits. One of the most famous cases is that of Ed and Lorraine Warren, the renowned demonologists who investigated many haunted locations, including Amityville and Annabelle. They visited Dudleytown in the 1970s and declared it demonically possessed. They claimed that they saw orbs of light, heard growls and screams, and felt an oppressive atmosphere. They also said that they encountered a creature that looked like a half-man, half-beast. They warned people to stay away from Dudleytown, calling it the evilest place on earth. So what is the truth about Dudleytown? Is it really cursed by an ancient bloodline? Or is it just a normal place with a dark history? Unfortunately, we may never know for sure. Dudleytown is now closed to the public, and anyone found trespassing is prosecuted by the authorities. The owners of Dark Entry Forest want to preserve the land and protect it from vandalism and trespassers. They also want to respect the privacy and dignity of the people who once lived there. But maybe there is another reason why they don't want anyone to enter Dudleytown. Maybe they know something that we don't. Maybe they are afraid of what lurks in the shadows. Maybe they are trying to keep us safe from something that we can't handle. And that's the end of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below.